There are a lot of threads between nature connection work that's done at Weaving Earth, for example, and social justice and liberation work. I think for me, in my own body, the privilege it's been to have access to being outside for the first time in my life, the privilege it's been to have access to mentors and teachers who are guiding me in my connection to Earth, in my connection to the plants, the birds, the animals, the beings around me, have given me an increased level of embodiment in my own self, which then gives me a greater capacity to go back into my communities who are engaging in social justice work, who are engaging in liberation work, who are a part of freedom movements. It gives me a greater capacity to contribute and to show up and to be clear. I think nature connection work, when folks of color especially, or marginalized communities, whether they're queer folk, brown folk, black folk, folks of different abilities, when we have access to nature connection again, we're able to tap into a level of resourcing in our bodies that we don't have access to on a daily basis. We've just been doing so much work with relationship and healing our connection to relation. And I think that's the biggest bridge point that I see with nature connection and social justice. It's making it harder and harder to see myself as separate from anything and anyone else. And I think when that work is done on a greater scale, it becomes really hard to see separation, or to want to harm, or to want to oppress. And that is one of the biggest things I think nature connection gives back to the world. Remembering how to be in relationship, and remembering how to honor, and remembering that our liberation with one another, our liberation with the earth, they're all tied with one another. And if the earth ain't free, I ain't free. If I ain't free, you ain't free. If you ain't free, I ain't free.